Good morning. It's time for business. My name is Darryl Kwa. We begin from the aviation sector because the era of passengers left with no compensations when domestic airlines delay or cancel flights will soon come to an end, as the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority says it's finalizing a directive on air passenger rights. Speaking to Joy Business, the Director General of the authority, Simon Alote, said they are hopeful of getting the law effective by June this year.
It's in the final draft stage. We've virtually looked at all the issues. We've had a series of public stakeholder fora to solicit inputs, and the Consumer Protection Agency have brought their inputs, airlines, the general public, and all these have been incorporated in the final draft. The next stage is to submit it to the Honorable Minister for Aviation for its approval. And once that is done, it will be coming to effect. Our target is that by the end of the second quarter of this year, that's by the end of June, it should have come into effect.
Employment and Labour Relations Advisor John Isiape says due process should be followed in dealing with redundancies in organizations. The Labour advisor believes recent happenings are signs that due process is not being followed and the labour laws provide ample opportunity to do so. Mr. Isiape was speaking on the business edition of PM Express with Philip Namfuri.
Law fundamentally is procedure. When you get the procedure wrong, everything you have done is null and void. So there are consequences. Because redundancies in Ghana have gone, yes, a lot of them, there are issues with them. I mean, GCB, Anglo Gold, yeah, all over the place, CBG, that's concerned. So many issues. But such fundamental errors are unpardonable. Again, if we don't address them, they become the norm. If indeed there are workers, managements that are having such challenges, the first point of call is to seek advice. And there is no need to rush. And that's why the law has been couched in this form. That it gives ample time. My brother has said that it's a relationship. Indeed, look, anyone to be declared redundant, it doesn't mean that person is non-performing. It doesn't mean that person has misconducted him or herself. Redundancy means that, look, we are all doing well, but some have to go painfully.
In other news, managers of the electronic transaction card Visa say adequate measures have been put in place to ensure users' safety and reduce fraud during transactions. This is to safeguard users against the high rate of cybercrime. Let's hear now from country manager of Visa, Adoma Pepra, who says Visa cards have been upgraded to combat any fraud.
Each card, you see there's a chip on it. You know, the cards in Ghana and most places in the world have EMV and they have chip on it, okay? And in those chips, there are various levels of encryption, you know, and those also provide a security layer, right? What also happens is that most of our issuers, our people that issue our Visa cards, have fraud monitoring tools. And during that, they're able to pick up any trends that are not great, right, that point to perhaps a fraudulent activity, and they're able to respond and contact the various banks and say, hey, watch out, we're looking for, we've seen this pattern, maybe something for you to organize, maybe something for you to look out for, you know. So various levels of encryption, fraud monitoring tools. We have people in the US that are monitoring everywhere, especially even on the dark web, to say, what are the trends, what's happening from a cybersecurity perspective that we need to be aware of. And we push all of this information to try and help our clients, you know. So there are proactive and also very reactive means of trying to protect people in the usage.
And those are the latest stories. It's back to you, Venice.
Thank you very much, Darryl Powell. Coming up in sports, Champions League and Europa League finals will be played between English clubs this season. And it's the first time all four finalists in Europe's top two competitions have come from the EPL. We'll bring you more shortly. News.